Welcome! We are so excited to have you both here today and to learn more about what you've been working on. You're one of the teams from OIT. We are excited to learn more. So, why don't we kick it off? Introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are, what degree programs you've been working on, and where are you from?
I'm Mauricio. I'm a mechanical engineering program student, and I'm actually from Clement Falls.
And I'm Lauren. I'm also a mechanical engineering student, and I'm from Sacramento, California.
All right, nice West Coast representation there. That's fantastic. So, you guys have formed a team. I'd love to know, how did you guys get connected with one another and decide to take this project on?
Well, we were part of a robotics club here on campus. Just through working with each other, we got acquainted.
And if I'm not mistaken, you have recently added another team member from a different institution. Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell me how you got connected with them.
So that was a previous friend from actually high school for me. He was part of a previous robotics team that I was part of in high school. I'm still very close with him.
That's fantastic. So you guys are reaching out, trying to make sure you just have the best of everybody. We love to hear that. But tell us, what's your innovation?
So we're focusing on reducing the cost for autonomous inspections of underwater structures. So traditionally, autonomous robotic submarines are very expensive, and we're trying to use different sensors to reduce that cost.
That sounds like a huge undertaking. What inspired you guys to go down this path?
So it started as our robotics club project. We were already building an autonomous robotic submarine for a competition where the robot would have to look around and perform tasks in Olympics style pool. So we were able to use that as the concept idea.
That sounds really cool. I'm curious, what makes this so important that you've wanted to continue your research in a different direction?
I think what really caught our attention was how dangerous it is to be a diver, professional diver. With this robot, we're able to assist the divers as far as getting to a spot before them so the robot can evaluate what's going on there before you actually send a person down. And that just will reduce a lot of really horrific accidents that happen with professional divers.
It sounds like you have really made a lot of discoveries how this innovation can serve and solve a lot of problems. What do those include? It sounds like safety is a concern, cost is a concern. How has this developed into this solution?
So I was really looking at what are some issues with inspections. There's plenty of complex issues, but you have to have a skilled operator or someone who knows what they're looking for, let's say on an oil rig. It's kind of difficult to convince people to go out there to do these inspections. Replacing them will make it a lot easier for businesses to do the really crucial inspections that are needed.
That's incredible. That's such wonderful motivation. I don't think our projects often are the solution to challenges and obstacles. Yours definitely is. So with that, knowing that you're solving problems for others, what are some challenges then that you guys have faced as you've been working on this or you know are going to be coming up?
So getting it waterproof, right? So we have the prototype built. Eventually we'll need to get to the waterproofing stage. So that's a big step. And then also the software side. That's why we brought a new member on. He's going to look at focusing on more of the software side.
That, again, I really admire you so much for continuing to develop your team and your support system. Are there folks that are not a part of the team or not students that have been helping you along with this in order to further your progress?
Yeah, one of the Catalyze Climate judges, Greg Newman, he reached out to us and we had a meeting with him and he gave us some good advice as far as the business side of it. Being both engineers, that's the part that we are the least experienced with. So it was great to have him, someone that voted for us, to give us that type of advice. He has worked for several startups in Silicon Valley, owns his own companies. So it was a great person that we were able to connect with, as well as Kat Hunt.
That's tremendous. This is a huge undertaking. You're full-time students, you're innovators, you're involved obviously in some clubs and other organizations and preparing yourself for what's next, and you've still taken on this project in InventOR. What was your motivation to participate in InventOR?
Well, it's been a challenge to get funding for our robot because we are a smaller school in comparison to a lot of other schools. So it partially started as a way that we could raise money to get our prototype up. and running.
Those prototyping grants are definitely a great reason to join Invent Oregon. That's one of the many reasons why we try to put that support out there, and we love to know that people really can use it. I'd love to know, what else you would like to gain from your experience at Invent Oregon, whether it's personal or professional. What do you guys hope to achieve by being a part of the competition?
Just understanding sort of the business side, right? I've always had the passion for trading new things, but I've always been a little confused or just didn't really know the pathways that you can take to start a company. So this has definitely been a great learning experience for that.
Yeah, and I think that for me, as well as what Mauricio said, would be just having that experience presenting in front of a lot of people. We don't get put in those situations very much as engineers. So it's something to push me out of my comfort zone, be able to present in front of people, and especially in these non-technical type of presentations where we have to sell this idea.
What better way to improve your pitch skills than joining a pitch competition? That's fantastic. We love to hear that. This is a pretty unique innovation for Invent Oregon. So I'm curious, what do you hope the judges understand about what you're working on, and what sets you apart from the competition?
Well, it's just sort of the pathway from getting the data about is there an issue underwater to sending it to someone who knows and can diagnose those issues so that maintenance can be done. So we really want to convey that you don't need someone on site. It's going to reduce cost for these companies, and it'll also reduce dangers or hazards for divers.
That's excellent. I have one more question for you. As you're young innovators and you're entering the world of entrepreneurship, what's important for you to focus on in your own ventures? And what do you hope that your fellow competitors are considering as they're working on their innovations?
I think for me, it's about having a diverse background and being able to do a lot of different things, or at the very least, understand the other side of the coin. Being on the engineering side, it's important that I understand the business side. I would like to be involved with the business side as well, but at least understanding it can give me a more diverse perspective to be able to create things that not just work, but are sellable and can actually reach people that need them.
That is tremendous. I think a lot of folks who are such talented engineers like yourselves don't always focus on that commercial appeal. And you guys really epitomize what we hope the next generation of innovators are. Thank you so much for being with us today. Congratulations on being finalists in Invent Oregon. And we can't wait to see what comes from you, not just in the finals this year, but in years to come. Congratulations, Deep Dive.
Thank you.
Thank you.